Hi everyone! Today I'll be making a Dr. Pepper oatmeal cake with a coconut and pecan topping. What all goes into the Dr. Pepper oatmeal cake with a coconut and pecan topping? 1 1/4 cups Dr. Pepper, diet will not work. 1 cup rolled oats, not instant. 1/2 cup unsalted butter, room temperature. 1/2 cup granulated sugar. 1 cup brown sugar. 2 large eggs beaten. 1/2 teaspoon vanilla. 1 1/2 cups flour. 1 teaspoon baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. Pinch of allspice. Pinch of nutmeg. 1/4 teaspoon kosher salt. For the icing, 1/2 cup butter melted, 1/2 cup brown sugar, 1/4 cup buttermilk or half and half, 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, pinch of salt, 1 cup shredded coconut, and 1 cup roughly chopped pecans. So let's begin. Grease a 9x9 pan, and I just used butter to grease it. Take a bowl, take your 1 cup of rolled oats, put it in another bowl that's big enough. Take your 1 1/2 cups of Dr. Pepper, not diet, and pour it over the oats. And let it sit for 10 minutes or until they're hydrated. Take a large bowl, put in your 1 cup of brown sugar, your 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and your 1/2 cup of room temperature unsalted butter. Hopefully it's room temperature enough. And cream that until well blended. Then add your 2 beaten eggs and your 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and beat that until fluffy. All right, so it is fluffy. Then take a bowl and sift together 1 1/2 cups flour, the 1 teaspoon of baking soda, the 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I've got my pinch spoon, putting in a pinch of allspice and a pinch of nutmeg. I could use just my fingers to do a pinch, but I love those spoons. And you know me, I love measurements, so I don't like to do just guessing. And the 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And sift that all together. Then take your sifted flour mixture, dump it into the creamed sugar mixture. And I'm going to mix this up a little bit before I add the oatmeal. And then I'll add the Dr. Pepper soaked oatmeal and put that in there as well. And stir that up. Then pour your batter into a prepared 9x9 pan. Well, I know I've never had a Dr. Pepper oatmeal cake before, but I know Dave's gonna love the frosting or the topping. He loves German chocolate cake mainly because of the coconut and pecans on top of the cake. Okay, spread that out. Put your Dr. Pepper oatmeal cake in a preheated 350-degree oven for 35 to 45 minutes or until when a knife gets inserted in the center, it comes out clean. About 10 minutes before the cake is done, we're going to be making our icing. Take your 1/2 cup of butter and melt that over low heat. Now that the butter is melted, we'll add our 1/2 cup of brown sugar, our 1/4 cup of buttermilk. I'm going to stir that up for just a little bit first. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of salt. I don't want it to burn, so I'm going to continue stirring it. 1 cup of the roughly chopped pecans. I didn't chop them. They were chopped pecans out of the bag, so they're going to be bigger than probably most. And then the 1 cup of the shredded coconut. So I'm going to finish stirring this and keep it on warm. Make sure that it doesn't burn. All right, so after 32 minutes, I was worried it kind of sank just slightly, and it's a different color, so I was afraid it wasn't done. But I did stick that in, and it came out done. Shut off your oven and switch it to broil. And then put your topping on top. And then spread it out. I'm going to let my broiler heat up for just a little bit. And then I'm going to put it under the broiler for 15 to 20 seconds to just kind of brown it up a little bit. So here is the Dr. Pepper Oatmeal Cake with a coconut and pecan topping. Let's see what Dave thinks.
You know, my smeller works better than my taster, but my smeller's on overload right now, so I bet the taster's going to work just fine. This smells really, really good. Yeah, that is good.
It is not a German chocolate cake.
No?
It is a Dr. Pepper oatmeal cake with coconut and pecan topping.
That is really good. I like it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.